Good evening, friends, and welcome to day 187 of A Poem a Day for 2026. As you can see, it's quite dark. It's about 10 to 10. Today has essentially been a non-starter for me. It's my last day of leave. I have flex leave today, and I can't remember what time I woke up. I think it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I managed to get up. I did a couple of bits. I needed to sort my meds, do a couple of other things around the house, and then I wanted to just lay on the couch and rest, watch some TV with the cats. But I was trying to get Cass to settle, and I laid down on the bed, and I woke up at 2 o'clock. I obviously needed more sleep. And now it's nearly 10 o'clock, and all I've managed to do is the washing up and cleaning the litter trays. And to be fair, I did fill my meds. I'm sorted with meds for the next 2 weeks. So that's something. It's not been a total write-off. Yeah. I'm just not really feeling it today. And I'm not ready to go back to work. Had a brilliant weekend, by and large, and I guess the come down's hit me. I really would have liked to have an enjoyably relaxing day today instead of just crashing. But we're not here to deal with my woes. I'm here to read you some poetry. So let's see what that looks like today. For the 6th of July, we have a very brief poem. Or not, actually. Oh my goodness. That's many pages. It's just very oddly spaced. Okay. Settle in, friends. Okay. So, we have, for the 6th of July, Rain in Summer by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And our blurb reads as follows. Summer rain after a hot, dry spell is always welcome. Longfellow was enchanted by it and catalogues the many reasons why we should welcome it. The scope of the poem begins small, with a few raindrops, but expands to cover heaven and earth and the river of time itself. So, this is Rain in Summer by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. How beautiful is rain! After the dust and heat, in the broad and fiery street, in the narrow lane, how beautiful is rain! How it clatters along the roofs like the tramp of hooves, how it gushes and struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Across the window pane it pours, and swift and wide, with a muddy tide, like a river down the gutter roars, the rain, the welcome rain. The sick man from his chamber looks at the twisted brooks. He can feel the cool breath of each little pool. His fevered brain grows calm again, and he breathes a blessing on the rain. From the neighbouring school come the boys, with more than their wonted noise and commotion, and down the wet streets sail their mimic fleets, till the treacherous pool engulfs them in its whirling and turbulent ocean. In the country on every side, where far and wide, like a leopard's tawny and spotted hide, stretches the plain to the dry grass and the drier grain, How welcome is the rain. In the furrowed land, the toilsome and patient oxen stand, lifting the yoke encumbered head, with their dilated nostrils spread. They silently inhale the clover-scented gale, and the vapours that arise from the well-watered and smoking soil. For this rest in the furrow after toil, their large and lustrous eyes seem to thank the Lord more than man's spoken word. Near at hand, from under the sheltering trees, the farmer sees his pastures and his fields of grain, as they bend their tops to the numberless beating drops of this incessant rain. He counts it as no sin that he sees therein only his own thrift and gain. These, and far more than these, the poet sees. He can behold Aquarius old, walking the fenceless fields of air, and from each ample fold of the clouds about him rolled, scattering everywhere the showery rain, as the farmers scatter his grain. He can behold things manifold that have not yet been wholly told, for his thought that never stops follows the water drops down to the graves of the dead, down through chasms and gulfs profound, to the dreary fountainhead of lakes and rivers underground, and sees them, when the rain is done, on the bridge of colours 7, climbing up once more to heaven, and opposite the setting sun. Thus the seer, with vision clear, sees forms appear and disappear, in the perpetual round of strange, mistress change, from birth to death, from death to birth, from earth to heaven, from heaven to earth, till glimpses more sublime of things unseen before unto his wandering eyes reveal the universe as an immeasurable wheel, turning forevermore in the rapid and rushing river of time. As I have done before, and I no doubt will again, I feel somewhat soothed from reading with you, for you. Thank you, friends, for being here, for your patience. Here's hoping for maybe a little bit of rain, and for when we get down to it, that we will all have a very good night.